Hello, this is the Be Good campaign, and we are here with my Papa LaPaso, and we have a few questions for him. What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a kinetic sculptor. And kinetic sculpture is sculpture that moves. And it either moves in the wind or it moves by being manipulated by hand.
What gave you the idea to do this for a living?
Well, I've always been an artist and I've always tried different types of art. I've had a lot of different interests in art and I've always had an interest in kinetic sculpture. When I started doing it, I could not quit.
Well, that's very interesting. Have you ever been bullied before?
Have I been bullied? Yeah, I've been bullied. I have been bullied, and I'm a little sorry to say I have bullied. I think it's pretty much just a natural part of growing up, and you either learn to deal with it, or it's going to be your problem. Is really what it boils down to. I grew up in a whole different era where I grew up with a lot of different people rather than your next door neighbor or just your kid, your people at school. Back when I was younger, we could get around. We could go anywhere we wanted pretty much in my town. Get on your bicycle and drive across town, go anywhere you want to do anything you want. So consequently, I met a lot of people. The more people you meet, the more chance of meeting more bullies. But again, you either deal with it or it's going to be your problem.
So it was hard for you? Was it hard for you?
Sure, it's hard. Yeah, it's real tough. To begin with, I go back to this neighborhood. I grew up in a neighborhood where I was a foot taller than every guy in the neighborhood and weighed half as much. Right? I didn't care for football. I didn't care for baseball. I didn't care for any of that stuff. I liked playing them, but I wasn't going to sit around and watch it all the time. I was the guy that went down to the quarry and found things down there and made things out of them. Clay, made pottery with the clay. I just loved drawing and I did things differently than everybody else. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. To me, that's the best part of what I am, that I do things different than other people.
Did people judge you about this?
Yes, but the only judge that we really need to deal with is right here. But that's how you learn these things. You don't learn these things unless you're tested. If it wasn't for bullies, it would be a different place. The whole world would be a different place because you wouldn't have these obstacles. You have to have these obstacles to surmount, to grow.
Yes, indeed. You seem to have still achieved your goals.
Exactly. And nothing's easy. When you set goals, don't plan on it being easy. You just make as much fun of it as you possibly can, learn as much as you can, and you will achieve your goals.
Well, that's very interesting. Is there anything else you would like to talk about?
No, I think that's about it. I think we've covered the fact that, yes, I was a weirdo when I was a kid, and I made the best of it. When I was in school, I had a Levi jacket with soup bone written across the back of it. I wore crazy looking clothes all the time. But it wasn't because I was a weirdo. I guess it was to them. It was to me because I liked doing those things. I liked wearing different clothes and I liked being different than other people.
Because it's you?
Exactly. But until you learn that, the bullies are going to win.
That's very true. Well, thank you, Papa LaPaso. And also, right now, here's another tip to the viewers. Remember, no matter what they say, no matter who you are, you can still achieve your goals, and you will always get to the height you want. This has been the Be Good campaign.